Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. OK, let's dive into 10 different methods to make text larger on web pages, complete with explanations and code examples. We'll cover a variety of approaches using CSS, from the simplest to the more advanced and responsive. Understanding CSS and text sizing. Before we begin, it's important to understand the core principle. We'll be primarily using CSS, cascading style sheets, to control the appearance of the text. CSS allows us to style HTML elements, including changing the size of the text they contain. The CSS properties we'll focus on are related to font size. Important considerations **** accessibility * ensure that your text sizing choices are accessible to all users. Avoid using fixed sizes, like pixels, exclusively. Consider relative units, like em, rem, and percentages, to allow users to adjust text size based on their browser settings. Test your designs with a range of font sizes. Responsive design * think about how your text will appear on different screen sizes. Use media queries to adapt the font size based on the device's viewport width or height. Semantic HTML * use appropriate HTML tags for your content, example H1 for main headings, P for paragraphs, before styling. This ensures proper document structure and enhances accessibility. Specificity * understand CSS specificity, example inline styles ID selectors class selectors element selectors. Styles defined with higher specificity will override others. 10 ways to enlarge text on web pages, with code examples. 1. Inline styles, not recommended for large-scale projects. Description * the most direct method, but generally discouraged for maintainability. You add the style attribute directly to the HTML element. Code example ***. Explanation * font size, 20px, sets the font size to 20 pixels. Inline styles are very specific and can be difficult to override with other CSS rules. Use them sparingly, primarily for quick tests or when you absolutely need to override other styles on a single element. 2. Internal styles, within the head section. Description * defining styles within the style tags in the head of your HTML document. Better than inline styles but less organized than external CSS files. Code example ***. Explanation * the CSS rule P font size, 18px, targets all P elements and sets their font size to 18 pixels. This approach is more manageable than inline styles, but it's still not ideal for larger websites where you want to reuse styles across multiple pages. 3. External style sheets, the preferred method. Description * creating a separate .css file and linking it to your HTML document. This is the best practice for organizing your styles. Steps * 1. Create a CSS file * create a file named style.css, or any name you prefer, in the same directory as your HTML file, or in a dedicated CSS folder. 2. Add CSS rules to the CSS file * 3. Link the CSS file in your HTML ***. Explanation * link rel equals style sheet ref equals style.css links the external CSS file to the HTML document. The rel equals style sheet attribute specifies that the linked resource is a style sheet. * The CSS rules in style.css are applied to the corresponding HTML elements. Using classes, large text, allows you to apply styles to specific elements without affecting all elements of the same type. 4. Using m units, relative to the element's font size. Asterisk description asterisk m units are relative to the font size of the element itself, or its parent if the font size is inherited. This can be a bit tricky to understand at first, but it's very powerful for creating scalable designs. Asterisk code example asterisk. Asterisk explanation asterisk. Asterisk the body element has a font size of 16px. Asterisk the dot container element has a font size of 1.2 m. This means its font size is 1.2 times the font size of its parent, the body, which is 16px asterisk 1.2 equals 19.2 px. Asterisk the p element within the dot container has a font size of 1.5 m. This means its font size is 1.5 times the font size of its parent, the dot container, which is 19.2 px asterisk 1.5 equals 28.8 px. Asterisk advantages asterisk easier to scale entire sections of your website proportionally. If you change the base font size of the body, all elements using m units will adjust accordingly. 5. Using rem units, relative to the root element. Asterisk description asterisk rem, root m, units are relative to the font size of the root element of the HTML document, which is the HTML element. This makes them much easier to reason about than m units, especially in complex layouts. Asterisk code example asterisk. Asterisk explanation asterisk. Asterisk the HTML element, the root element, has a font size of 16px. Asterisk the h1 element has a font size of 3 rem. This means its font size is 3 times the root font size, which is 16px asterisk 3 equals 48px. Asterisk the p element has a font size of 1.2 rem. This means its font size is 1.2 times the root font size, which is 16px asterisk 1.2 equals 19.2 px. Asterisk advantages asterisk more predictable than m units. You only need to change the font size of the HTML element to scale the entire website's text. Recommended for most modern web development projects. 6. Using percentages, relative to parent element. Asterisk description asterisk percentage values for font size are relative to the font size of the parent element. Similar to m units, but expressed as a percentage. Asterisk code example asterisk. Asterisk explanation asterisk. Asterisk the body element has a font size of 16px. Asterisk the dot container element has a font size of 120%. This means its font size is 120% of the font size of its parent, the body, which is 16px asterisk 1.2 equals 19.2 px. Asterisk the p element within the dot container has a font size of 150%. This means its font size is 150% of the font size of its parent, the dot container, which is 19.2 px asterisk 1.5 equals 28.8 px. Asterisk advantages asterisk similar to m units, can scale well, but can become confusing if you have many nested elements with percentage-based font sizes. 7. Using viewport units, VW, VH, Vmin, Vmax. Asterisk description asterisk viewport units are relative to the size of the browser's viewport, the visible area of the browser window. Asterisk VW, 1 VW is equal to 1% of the viewport's width. Asterisk VH, 1 VH is equal to 1% of the viewport's height. Asterisk Vmin, the smaller of VW and VH. Asterisk Vmax, the larger of VW and VH. Asterisk code example asterisk. Asterisk explanation asterisk the font size of the H1 element will change as the viewport width changes. The font size of the P element will change as the viewport height changes. Asterisk advantages. Asterisk can create text that scales proportionally with the screen size. Be careful, though, as text can become very small on small screens or very large on large screens if not used carefully. You'll likely need to combine this with min font size and max font size. 8. Using clamp function, modern CSS. Asterisk description. Asterisk the clamp function allows you to define a minimum, preferred, and maximum value for a CSS property. This is excellent for responsive typography. Asterisk code example. Asterisk explanation. The font size will be 5 VW as long as it stays between 2 rem and 4 rem. If 5 VW is smaller than 2 rem, the font size will be 2 rem. If 5 VW is larger than 4 rem, the font size will be 4 rem. Advantages. Provides a clean way to define responsive font sizes that scale smoothly within a defined range. This avoids the text getting too small or too large on different screen sizes. 9. Using media queries, responsive design. Description. Media queries allow you to apply different CSS rules based on characteristics of the device or screen, such as the screen width, height, orientation, or resolution. This is crucial for responsive design. Code example. Explanation. The default font size for the body is 14px. When the screen width is at least 768px, the font size for the body is changed to 16px, and the H1 font size is adjusted. When the screen width is at least 1200px, the font size for the body is changed to 18px, and the H1 font size is further adjusted. Advantages. Allows you to tailor the text size, and other styles, to different screen sizes, ensuring a good user experience on all devices. 10. Using JavaScript, for dynamic changes. Description. You can use JavaScript to dynamically change the font size based on user interactions or other events. Code example. Explanation. 1 HTML. We have a P element with the ID myText and a button that calls the increase font size function when clicked. 2 JavaScript. Document.get element by ID, myText, gets the P element. Window.get computed style, text element, font size gets the current font size of the element, including the unit, example 16px. Parse float, extracts the numeric value from the font size string. We increase the font size by 2px. Text element style font size equals new font size plus px sets the new font size on the element. Advantages. Provides maximum flexibility to change font sizes based on user actions, data changes, or other dynamic events. Use with caution, as excessive use of JavaScript for styling can impact performance. Summary table. Method description. Advantages, disadvantages, use cases. Inline styles. Style attribute in HTML element quick and easy for simple overrides. Not maintainable, high specificity. Quick tests, minor overrides. Internal styles. Style tag in head better than inline, but still limited scope. Less organized than external style sheets. Small projects, single-page websites. External style sheet separate .css file. Best practice for organization, reusability, and maintainability. Requires a separate file. All but the smallest projects. Units relative to elements. Font size scalable, proportional sizing within a section. Can be confusing with nested elements. Scaling entire sections of the site. RAM units relative to root elements. Font size predictable, easy to scale the entire website. May need a base font size set on the HTML element. Most modern web projects for consistent scaling. Percentages relative to parent elements. Font size somewhat scalable, can be confusing with nested elements. Situations where you need relative scaling. Viewport units relative to viewport width/height creates text that scales with screen size. Can lead to extreme sizes without careful control. Making text visually impactful across different screen sizes, with limits. Clamp, function minimum, preferred, maximum font size. Smooth scaling within a defined range, prevents extreme sizes. Newer CSS feature, check browser compatibility. Responsive typography with controlled scaling. Media queries apply styles based on screen characteristics, tailors text size to different devices and screen sizes. Responsive design requires defining breakpoints and styles for each breakpoint. Adapting text size to different screen sizes and devices. JavaScript dynamically change font size. Maximum flexibility, responds to user interactions. Can impact performance if overused, requires JavaScript knowledge. Dynamic font size adjustments based on user preferences or events. Best practices. Start with a base font size. Define a default font size for the body or HTML element, example 16px. This serves as the basis for scaling other elements using M or RAM units. Use RAM units for global scaling. Use RAM units for most of your text sizing, as they are relative to the root element and provide a consistent scaling base. Use media queries for responsive design. Adjust the base font size and other styles in your CSS using media queries to optimize for different screen sizes. Test on different devices and browsers. Always test your website on a variety of devices and browsers to ensure that the text appears correctly and is readable. Consider accessibility. Make sure that your text is large enough and has sufficient contrast to be easily read by users with visual impairments. Allow users to adjust text size if necessary. By combining these techniques, you can create a responsive and accessible web page with clear and readable text on all devices. Remember to prioritize usability and accessibility in your design choices. Good luck. Okay, let's dive deep into 10 different ways to make text larger on web pages using various CSS and HTML techniques. I'll provide detailed explanations, code examples, and discuss the pros and cons of each approach. Remember to choose the method that best suits your specific design needs and project requirements. Important considerations before we begin. Accessibility. Always prioritize accessibility. Don't rely solely on pixel values for font sizes. Use relative units like M, RAM, or percentages to ensure text can scale for users with different visual needs or screen sizes. Responsiveness. Consider how your text resizing will affect the layout on different screen sizes. Use media queries to adjust font sizes for smaller screens. Context. The appropriate text size depends heavily on the content and design. What looks good for a heading might be too large for body text. Hierarchy. Use larger text for headings and titles to establish a visual hierarchy and guide the user's eye. Readability. Ensure sufficient contrast between the text color and background color. 1. Font size property with pixel, px, values. Description. This is the most straightforward way to set the font size. You specify the size in pixels. Code example. Pros. Simple to understand and implement. Provides precise control over the font size. Cons can be inflexible and make it difficult for users to adjust text size in some browsers. Doesn't scale well for different screen sizes without additional styling. Not very accessible. Users may override if zoom is disabled. When to use when you need very precise control and are not overly concerned about accessibility or responsiveness. Be very cautious and test on different devices. 2. Font size property with M values. Description M is a relative unit that's based on the font size of the parent element. 1 M is equal to the current font size. If the parent element has a font size of 16px, then 1 M will be 16px. Code example pros relative sizing, making it more accessible and easier to scale text sizes consistently across your website. Inheritance means you can change the base font size, example on the body, and all M base sizes will adjust accordingly. Cons can be confusing if you have deeply nested elements, as the M values will cascade. Requires careful planning to avoid unexpected font sizes. Can lead to compounding if not managed carefully. When to use for overall website typography where you want a consistent scaling system. Good for creating responsive typography that adapts to different screen sizes. 3. Font size property with rem values. Description rem stands for root M. It's also a relative unit, but always relative to the font size of the root element, HTML. This avoids the cascading issues of M. Code example pros easier to manage than M because it's always relative to the root element. Provides a consistent base for scaling. Great for accessibility. Cons older browsers may not support rem, though polyfills exist. When to use generally recommended as the best approach for consistent and scalable website typography. It's particularly useful when you want to provide a user-configurable base font size. 4. Font size property with percentages, %. Description similar to M, percentages are relative to the font size of the parent element. 100% is equal to the parent's font size. Code example pros similar benefits to M for relative scaling. Cons inherits like M, which can lead to compounding. Can be slightly less intuitive to work with than M or rem. When to use when you want relative sizing but prefer the percentage syntax. 5. Font size property with viewport units, VW, VH, Vmin, Vmax. Description viewport units are relative to the size of the viewport, the browser window. VW, viewport width 1 VW is 1% of the viewport width. VH, viewport height 1 VH is 1% of the viewport height. Vmin, the smaller of VW and VH. Vmax, the larger of VW and VH. Code example pros dynamically scales text based on the viewport size, making it great for responsive designs. Cons can lead to very small or very large text on extreme screen sizes. Requires careful testing and possibly using calc to combine viewport units with fixed values for better control. Can be unpredictable if not used carefully. When to use for headings or elements where you want the text size to scale dramatically with the screen size. Often combined with media queries to prevent extremes. 6. Font size property with clamp, Function. Asterisk description asterisk clamp, allows you to set a font size that stays within a specific range. It takes three values: clamp, minimum underscore size, preferred underscore size, maximum underscore size. Asterisk minimum underscore size, the smallest the font size can be. Asterisk preferred underscore size, the ideal font size, can be a relative unit like VW or RAM. Asterisk maximum underscore size, the largest the font size can be. Asterisk code example asterisk. Asterisk pros asterisk excellent for responsive typography. Provides a safe range for font sizes, preventing them from becoming too small or too large. Asterisk cons asterisk relatively new CSS function, may not be supported by older browsers, but widely supported now. Asterisk when to use asterisk ideal for headings and titles where you want responsive scaling with defined boundaries. The best approach for a lot of responsive typography. 7. Media queries. Asterisk description asterisk media queries let you apply different styles based on the screen size or other device characteristics. You can use them to adjust font sizes for different breakpoints. Asterisk code example asterisk. Asterisk pros asterisk very flexible, you can customize font sizes precisely for different screen sizes. Asterisk cons asterisk can be more verbose than other approaches. Requires careful planning and testing to ensure a smooth responsive experience. Can become complex if you have many breakpoints. Asterisk when to use asterisk when you need fine-grained control over font sizes for specific devices or screen sizes. 8. CSS variables, custom properties. Asterisk description asterisk CSS variables allow you to store and reuse values throughout your style sheet. You can define a base font size as a variable and then use it to calculate other font sizes. Asterisk code example asterisk. Asterisk pros asterisk makes it easy to maintain consistent typography across your website. Changing the base font size variable will automatically update all font sizes that are based on it. Improves code readability. Asterisk cons asterisk requires some planning to set up the variables effectively. Older browsers may need polyfills. Asterisk when to use asterisk for large projects where you want a consistent and easily maintainable typography system. 9. Font size adjust, rarely used, deprecated. Asterisk description asterisk font size adjust was intended to preserve the readability of text when the specified font is not available and the browser substitutes a fallback font. It adjusts the font size based on the aspect ratio of the font. Note, this property is deprecated and may not be supported in all browsers. It's generally better to use other techniques. Asterisk code example, illustrative, don't rely on this. Asterisk pros asterisk theoretically, it could improve readability by adjusting the font size to match the aspect ratio of the intended font. Asterisk cons asterisk deprecated and unreliable. Better alternatives exist. Complex to use, as it requires knowledge of font metrics. Asterisk when to use asterisk never use this in new projects, it's only relevant for legacy code. 10. HTML heading tags, H1 to H6. Asterisk description asterisk heading tags are semantic HTML elements that represent different levels of headings. Browsers apply default styles to these elements, including font sizes. You can further customize these styles with CSS. Asterisk code example asterisk. Asterisk pros asterisk semantic HTML, providing structure and meaning to your content. Good for accessibility, screen readers can use heading tags to navigate the content. Asterisk cons asterisk the default styles may not match your design, requiring CSS customization. Asterisk when to use asterisk always use heading tags to structure your content logically. Customize the styles with CSS to achieve your desired visual appearance. Best practices recap asterisk. Asterisk start with a base font size asterisk set a base font size, example 16px, on the HTML or body element. Asterisk use relative units asterisk prefer rem, m, or percentages for most font sizes to ensure scalability and accessibility. Asterisk use clamp, asterisk use clamp to limit the max and min of your font sizes. Asterisk use media queries asterisk adjust font sizes for different screen sizes using media queries. Asterisk use CSS variables asterisk use CSS variables to maintain consistency and make it easy to update font sizes globally. Asterisk prioritize accessibility asterisk test your website with accessibility tools to ensure that text is readable and scalable. Asterisk use a modular scale asterisk a modular scale is a set of predefined ratios that you can use to generate a harmonious range of font sizes. This helps create a visually balanced and consistent design. By understanding and applying these techniques, you can create websites with typography that is both visually appealing and accessible to all users. Remember to choose the methods that best fit your specific project's needs and goals. Good luck.